These stories are so humbling because I hear them all the time, and they're never old. They're always fresh to me. You see what I'm saying? It always touches me the same way. And it's so rewarding because a couple years ago, I was in that dark spot. I was in that bad place. So to see a program, get created in my darkest, moments of my life, and, the love and passion that I put into it, along with the team, back in California, Elite, Steph, and Jack, to see, the fruits of it impact lives is just so powerful to me, man. So, I'm proud of each and every one of you that applied yourself and it's getting good results. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, I'm not gonna stay up here too long. How many people this year just had a rough year? Just raise your hand. More than half of us. Just rough, right? Like, man, this thing called life. Why am I going through this? Why am I here? Why am I, why should I hope for anything else, right? So you have, what's this, September? You have what, let's see, 4 months? What? October, November, December, yeah. 3.5 months. I use my fingers a lot. Seriously, when I go to sleep at night, I get up like, okay, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do that all the time. So my encouragement to you is to just finish this year as strong as you can. Like really, really process that action. Just finish it as strong as you can, but finish it with a purpose, with a reason. Don't do anything for nothing. Like have a purpose and a reason for everything you do. You see what I mean? And when you apply that purpose and a reason, you'd be surprised when it stand up on the inside of you. So I had this, I created this group called Downing University. How many people was in that group? Oh man, that's good stuff. And the reason why I created it was because the Global Challenge group we did, I wasn't happy with the results. Yeah, I saw a lot of physical, results. People, I lost 15 pounds, I lost 20 pounds, I lost 10 inches and 9 inches, and I feel better than ever, and but that's just one part of it. So how much better are you if you get fit, but you're still broken on the inside? You're just a fit, broken person. You're still incomplete. And so when I created Downing University, I wanted to make sure those who went through it again, that I focused on wholeness. Nothing missing, nothing broken, completedness. That means wholeness physically. Go ahead and lose more weight, get more inches, get in better shape. I want to focus on wholeness mentally, thoughts, how you view yourself, how you view others, emotionally, breaking fear, depression, anxiety, and then spiritual component of it. I wanted you to really understand that you're not an accident. You were created to do great things. And it's through your spirituality is how you tap into that. And then there's the financial part of it, that once you connect all of that, then you start seeing your worth and your value. You see what I'm saying? And so in this program, I really wanted to focus on really taking my time. I made it 12 weeks because I really wanted to pour into you and really give you a glimpse, just a glimpse of your potential. Because just like me, I knew that if I could get a glimpse of my potential, it would change my life forever, and it did. That's it. Just needed a glimpse. And when I wrote that letter to myself during the darkest moments of my life, I'm talking about broke, gonna lose both of my gyms, nearly lost my freedom. My daughter, she was in a hospital. Just everything was rock bottom. And I wrote this letter to myself. In the letter, I wrote exactly what I wanted my life to be and not what was in the physical realm. Not what I was dealing with on a daily basis. I had to use something that was from such a desperate state because I didn't want to let my physical situation control me anymore. And he was beating me up. So when I wrote the letter, I put everything I wanted in this letter. And I would read that letter every day. I didn't just read it, I connected with it. And the way I connected with it is I added emotion to it, okay? I added tears to it when I read it. Sometimes I would read it rejoicing. Sometimes I would read the letter, just smiling and just in a good, in different types of emotions, because I knew that on this paper is just words, but if I tie my emotion to it, now the words have a heartbeat. Now it's real. Now it's real because it has a heartbeat. It's not just words anymore, it's personal. Okay? And so, as I would confess my new life on this paper and really tying the emotion to it, all I needed was to feel good. That's it. Because think about it, if you want an apple tree, you're gonna plant the apple on the ground. You're not gonna see a stem for about 6 weeks, right? But you gotta nurture that thing. You gotta water it. You gotta develop it on the inside. So when I would confess and the affirmations of this letter to myself, nothing physically was changing right away. All the changes was happening within me. And before you knew it, all of a sudden the physical manifestations of this letter started happening. In the letter I wrote that I would partner with a company via social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and I would do great things. That's all I put. Little did I know, the same time I wrote this letter, Carl discovered me on YouTube. But I had a felony. I got in trouble. So, just to kind of show you kind of CEO you got, he could have wrote me off right there. This guy's got a felony. He got a drug felony, a drug charge. I can't bring him in this corporate thing. I don't care how talented he is, but that wasn't Carl. He said, you know what? Let's shelf him. Let's watch him for 5 months. I want to see what he posts. So over 5 months, there was some of the corporate Beachbody, they liked my gym pages. I had no idea. I get likes every day from all over the country. For 5 months, they watched me. They saw my heart. They saw my passion. They saw me in a state of reinventing myself to do whatever it took to bring out the best of myself. But what they didn't know, I was confessing this letter. And as soon as I confessed that letter and I started feeling good, it started charging me. It started motivating me to be more inspirational, more motivating. And all of a sudden, I declared my life Redemption 2015. That was the model for my life in that moment. So I'm confessing it for 5 months. All of a sudden, everything around me is changing. My gyms are getting busy. I got more clients wanting me to train them. And then the phone call. I was walking out of the store. I always have my cell phones on me. I left my phones in the car. I walked out of the store, saw a 310 number. First thing I thought, oh man, the bill collectors in California too. Start thinking like, dang, they ain't using 1-800 numbers no more. They didn't hit me with a 310 number. So I was a little hesitant, and they left a voicemail, and I checked the voicemail, and it was the Vice President, Heather Church. She said, I would like to speak with you. So I listened to it, and said, wait a minute, it's Beachbody, wait a minute. Shaun T, it's Tony Horton. What do they want with me? So I called her back. She said, okay, thanks for calling. We've been stalking you. I'm like, oh, all right. We want to create an outdoor training program, and we want you to be the face of it. We want to fly you out to LA, meet with the team, and just kind of tell you what our plans are. So I'm thinking, okay, where's the joke? Who is this? This is funny, because you don't understand, I'm broke. I'm about to lose everything. You're playing games with me. So I said, okay, all right. She said, well, I'm going to have my assistant call you tomorrow to set up your travel. I'm thinking, okay, this is really a joke. This is crazy. So I hung up. About 10 minutes later, she called me back. Test number 1. Okay, we think you're talented, very talented. However, before we make you into a superstar, is there anything you want to tell us about your background? Because we're going to do a background check. And I said, I sung like a bird. I'm like, well, yeah, I got a felony. I figured the worst she could do is say, okay, thank you, maybe we made a mistake. So I told the truth. I told him exactly what happened. Was it my fault? No. However, I owned it. I paid for it. But guys, the whole point of that is when I went out to LA, we went outside, we put a mock program together, and it was never originally called Shift Shop. It was called OCD, Outdoors with Chris Downing. And so we're outside, we're doing the program, just kind of testing it, but there's sirens, there's barking, and we couldn't find a syncing device that I can talk to you because my style of training is a little different. I like to engage. I like to look through you. I don't look at your physical. I don't look at your insecurities. I don't see what you see. All I see is your perfection. All I see is what you can become. All I see is your potential. That's all I ever see. And I focus on that. So that's kind of hard to convey when you're hearing sirens and dogs. So Carl said, let's take it indoors. The whole point of this is what I'm trying to tell you is there's miracles happening all the time. Miracles happening all the time. I'm no different. I tie my shoes up like you guys. I'm no different than you. I'm just a miracle. Thursday, this is deep. Thursday, it's flying to Tampa. I knew I had to go to these 5 states in 3 days, 4 days. And again, I was thinking about the program. I'm like, all right, there's so much more I could be doing that I'm not doing. I do a lot, but it's just more. So I'm on a plane. Okay, maybe I should try this, maybe I should try that. I get to Tampa, tired, lay down for a second, and I go to Whole Foods. There's a guy standing outside the door of Whole Foods. His hands is dirty, his clothes is dirty, his face is dirty, everything is dirty. And I'm not gonna call him what people would consider him, but he's dirty. So I think you know what kind of person he is. So people walking by, and he's not saying anything to the people walking in. I walked to the door, and he said, hey man, can you spare a couple dollars? And I looked at him, I was like, are you hungry? He said, well, yeah. I said, well, come on in, I'll get you some food. And he did this awkward, clap gallop. And it was like, he was excited. And I said, did this grown man just gallop? I couldn't, at the moment I couldn't process it. He just galloped. So we walk in there, we walk in the Whole Foods. You know Whole Foods has the hot section with all the different food, right? So I said, he looked at me, I said, okay man, here's the deal. Get anything in the store you want. And I mean anything, and get as much of it as you need. And he looked at me, I said, let's start here. And he said, that's too fancy. How about I just get some pizza? And I said, dude, there's baked potatoes, there's beef and chicken, and you want pizza? He said, yeah, right there. So we walk over to the counter, there's this little piece of pizza. He said, I just take that piece right there. I said, you don't want more than that? He said, no, I don't want you to spend any money. I said, no, you don't understand. I want you to get what you want. So I felt guilty that he took one piece, so I asked the gentleman, I said, can you give him 2 pieces, please? And he gave him 2. And I gave him the box, and I said, you want something to drink? He said, oh, really? I said, yeah, you want something to drink? He said, yeah. So he gone for 45 seconds. I was counting. And I don't know this guy. I gotta make sure he's not harassing anybody. I did welcome him in the store. So he comes around the corner with this about 17 ounces of chocolate milk. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't offer this man the store. He comes back with chocolate milk and only wanted 2 pieces of pizza. I said, okay, now my brain is going. There's a message in this for me. There's something in this for me. There's a message in this. I'm already on tune, right? In tune with it. So I walk up to the counter and I pay for his food. He said, thank you very much. I reach in my pocket and pulled a $20 bill out. And I looked at it. I said, look me in the face, man. Look me right in the face. He looked me in the face. I said, this $20 to the average person is not a lot of money, but to you, it's everything. You understand what I'm saying? This is a lot of money, man. I said, I don't know you, but I do know a lot of people walked through that door and didn't acknowledge you. What you spend on this $20 is going to determine where your life goes. This is a make or break moment right here, man. I'm telling you right now, each dollar you spend of this $20, it's got to mean something to you. It's got to be personal. All right? And if you're faithful over this $20, I truly believe in my heart there's something really magical and epic and rewarding and in the form of a reinvention is going to happen for you. I said, if you get high with this $20, I'm telling you right now, I hope it's the worst high you've ever had in your life. I'm telling you the truth. If you get drunk with this $20, I hope it's the worst drinking experience you ever had in your life. I said, do not let me down. And I put it in his hand. He went to shake my hand, but I just fist pumped him because, I got to go touch some stuff too. So I didn't want to just fist pump him. So he walked out, and I'm like, all right, give it to me. I know it's coming. This is what I got from that. I started thinking about the Gallup when I asked if he wanted food. The Gallup. That was very childlike. Then I started thinking about the chocolate milk. If I took Chris Jr. into that store, he would have got chocolate milk and pizza. He's a child, he's 4. So I immediately, my heart really broke for the man because I'm thinking to myself, here's a grown man that has the mindset of a child, all right? He's the mindset of a child. He wanted 2 pieces of pizza and chocolate milk, all right? But I took him in a store where he can have everything he wants, anything he wants. But he's got a childlike mind, so he only sees based on his mindset, all right? Did you get what I just said? I took him into a store to give him anything he wanted. Anything he wanted, but he chose 2 small pieces of pizza and chocolate milk based off of his mindset. Childlike mindset. So my question to you, and I'm not a religious person at all. I believe in God. I know the reason I'm in this position is because of God. I believe Jesus is the Son of God, and I leave it at that. What has God offered all of you today, in the past, throughout your whole life, and you settled for 2 small pieces of pizza and chocolate milk? Think about what I just said to you. I'm serious. Think about what I just said to you. What vision has God given you? What words of confirmation or affirmation has a person walked up to you and said, oh man, you like you would be a doctor, or you think you'd be this, or what dreams have you had? Because listen to me, that God-like genius level talent inside of you, it's going to give you vivid pictures. It's going to remind you of who you are, everything you was created to be. You're going to get a glimpse of it. But have you settled for chocolate milk and 2 small pieces of pizza? Let me explain something to you. If you're in a position right now, and I mean this from my heart, where you're just not happy, it's because you settled for chocolate milk and 2 small pieces of pizza when you were created to live in so much prosperity, physically in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit, in your bank account. I promise you guys, you're not an accident. This is real. This is very real. The depression you're feeling, the anxiety you're feeling, the hopelessness, the uncertainty you're feeling, is because you're not connected to your purpose. It's because you was given the whole world, but you chose chocolate milk and 2 pieces of pizza. That's it. That's the problem. The hardest thing, and I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to leave it at this. The absolute hardest thing to accomplishing any dream and goal that you would ever have or desire in your life is not the dream or the goal. It's you believing in yourself and if you can accomplish it. That's the hardest part of anything. Has nothing to do with your neighbor, has nothing to do with your childhood, listen, I can say that because I was molested twice before I was 6. My mom was a prostitute, my dad wasn't in my life. So statistically, I already beat the odds. But it's because of my mind and my desire to keep fighting, to rewrite my story, to create the blueprint that I wanted to pass on to my kids. I never gave up. Yes, I was broken. Yes, I was beat up. Yes, I'm bruised. Yes, I was scarred. But I knew that I was created to do something that was a service to others, to bring out the best in other people. And you have the same gift. I'm no different than you. We just on a different lane. I'm a trainer. I'm a speaker. But you're a coach. But at the end of it, we're all going to come together for the same purpose. So that's my challenge to you. You got 3.5 months to figure this out. What has God offered you, and you settled for 2 small pieces of pizza and chocolate milk? Think about that. Thanks, guys.